and then it's got the adaptive cruise control.
Of course, there's no awards.
How good is the adaptive lane assist? Because I have that in my Cadillac.
I like it in mine because all I do is push a button and turn it off.
Yeah, but like, is it good? Because it seems like with our car,
I mean, they didn't even have
it
like.
jerks you back. It's not like smooth. It's
No,
like,
mine's pretty.
oh, you're hitting the line.
Mine's pretty smooth, and you can set it to 3 different intensity levels. So it will kind of steer you, or it will keep you going, or it'll steer you.
It's all like how we do ours.
Yeah.
So you can basically set the cruise and just kind of
But you
like
can minimize it.
Yeah, it's almost self-driving. It yells at you when you don't give it a steering wheel input.
Because I tried it. I was like, oh, let's see what happens. We just let it happen. Let it go.
Drowsy, you got drowsy driver monitoring. I think it sends out your head blind. I don't know. It yelled at me a couple times.
All right, let's stand for the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Just a reminder to silence your cell phones, and we'll start with roll call.
Mayor Sherman.
Here.
Councilor Horton. Councilor Quinlan.
Here.
Councilor Scalise.
Here.
Councilor Skiles. Councilor Spradlin.
Here.
Councilor Tyree.
Here.
All right. Approval of the agenda. Do we have any changes on the agenda tonight? If not, I would look for a motion to approve.
Move to approve the agenda for the regular meeting, July 13th, 2026. Sorry,
Any
Dan.
discussion? Roll call vote.
Councilor Spradlin.
Yes.
Councilor Tyree.
Yes.
Councilor Quinlan.
Yes.
Councilor Scalise.
Yes.
Mayor Sherman.
Yes. All right, that motion passes. And then we all have a chance to read our minutes from the last meeting on June 30th. Does anybody have any corrections they saw? If not, I'd look for a motion to approve those minutes.
You can have that one, Dan.
I move to approve the minutes for the special meeting for June 30th, 2026.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Councilor Scalise.
Yes.
Councilor Quinlan.
Yes.
Councilor Tyree.
Yes.
Councilor Spradlin.
Yes.
Mayor Sherman.
Yes. All right, that motion passes. Citizen comments. I do not see anyone here for citizen comments. So we will move on to management. We have a public hearing for ordinance 923-26. Adopting by reference the 2025 Colorado Wildfire Resiliency Code. So I will open the public hearing and get a staff report from Dan Crump.
Thank you, Mayor. The ordinance before you adopts the Colorado Wildfire Resiliency Code. This was passed by a couple of Senate bills. It's a mandate from the Front Range that says these are the minimum codes that you're going to have to adopt. And I apologize, I drafted this a while ago. We thought that there might be a little grace period in this bill. They decided not to add that grace period, so I'm trying to recall it on the fly. But essentially, we can make it more strict than what's in front of you. That's the least restrictive version is what's presented to you. I can't recall the specific portions of the map that affect your town, but I believe it's largely underdeveloped or undeveloped property. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
I have two questions. It sounds like this is mandatory, correct?
Yes.
The second was, my recollection of the map when we had the presentation about this was that there were multiple zones and we were in the not red, dangerous, bad zone. We were in the kind of brownish, not super dangerous zone, if that's correct.
That is correct.
Okay.
You're not in the worst zone, but you're still required to adopt it because you are, I believe it's yellow.
Okay.
But I don't remember.
Okay, thank you.
And Fire Chief Yurick did do a went over all this with us, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
I apologize.
We
I
were
feel
introduced.
Very underprepared.
Yeah, he did let us know it was coming, so. Does anybody else have any other questions or? Nope. All right, I'll look for motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Counselor Tyree?
Yes.
Counselor Scalise?
Yes.
Counselor Spradlin?
Yes.
Counselor Quinlan?
Yes.
Mayor Sherman?
Yes. All right, public hearing is closed. Okay, so now we need a counselor to introduce by title before we make the motion. So if somebody wants to introduce this.
I'd like to introduce ordinance number 923-26, an ordinance adopting by reference the resolution number 2026-8A, resolution sorry, I skipped. Adopting by reference the 2025 Colorado Wildfire Resiliency Code and establishing penalties for violations.
Thank you. So now, if someone would like to make a motion to approve on first reading and publish.
I move we approve on first reading and publish.
Can you please read the ordinance title again?
Oh, I'm sorry. For ordinance number 923-26, an ordinance adopting by reference the 2025 Colorado Wildfire Resiliency Code and establishing penalties and violations.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Counselor Quinlan?
Yes.
Counselor Spradlin?
Yes.
Counselor Scalise?
Yes.
Counselor Tyree?
Yes.
Mayor Sherman?
Yes. All right, motion passes. Next, we have resolution number 2026-8. Monty? This one's you.
Let me just double check the notes here.
Clayton Street.
Yep, okay. In your packet is a resolution, and that authorizes the mayor, and directing the mayor to take on actions necessary to purchase certain real estate property at 223 Clayton. The background on this is that it was a building that we've looked at in the past, and then more recently, a local lending institution asked about, was there anything we could do with that building? They had some ideas with it, and through the course of discussions the last probably close to 6 months, we have a foundation that would put some money towards remodeling the building. Our community enhancement fund would purchase it and put some funds towards it, and then also the local bank would put some funds towards it. And we don't have all the details on how we're going to use the building. We have some conceptual thoughts on it, but after we purchase the building, then we would work with the bank to hire an architect or a designer to go through the building, really use, instead of just taking swags at things, put together real documents and estimates of what it would cost to refurbish the rest of the building. And then we would work in a partnership to refurbish the building, bring it back to life, and we have a few ideas that we're going to run by the council on how to use it. Part of it does include the active older adults group, and so that's what we're doing. We're going to look at purchasing the building and bringing it back to life and good community use.
Very good.
Yep.
Anybody
The
have
other
any-
thing is, this was discussed with council a few other times in the past, so it's not a new item. That's why we're moving to get pretty fast on it.
We're getting towards the part where we can actually get it done.
Correct.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Yep. Very good. Anybody have any questions? If not, I would look for a motion on this one.
I move that we approve resolution number 2026-8, resolution authorizing and directing the mayor to take all action necessary to purchase certain real property at 223 Clayton Street.
Second.
Any more discussion? Roll call vote.
Counselor Tyree?
Yes.
Counselor Scalise?
Yes.
Counselor Spradlin?
Yes.
Counselor Quinlan?
Yes.
Mayor Sherman?
Yes. All right, that motion passes. All right, next we have a nomination for 523 Howard on the historic designation. Monty.
Yep. Tyler's not able to be here this evening, so he asked me to step in on this. He's kept me apprised of the project of getting this historic designation. And also Dan has been on the committee that's been working on this as well. But in your packet is a very thorough report on the building and what their, the purpose for the designation. And so we're just asking the council to nominate this and start the process to move it forward.
Good. Anybody have any questions?
I'm not sure if I mentioned 523 Howard, actually.
And we've got it all in our packet too. So do we need to make a motion for a nomination, or do we need to nominate it? Is that move to nominate the?
Yeah, the council has to approve and nominate. The historical board moved it from our board to the council. Council needs to approve it, and
Oh, okay.
that's all done.
So approve the nomination for?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Anybody want to do that?
I move we approve the nomination for 523 Howard Historic Designation.
Any more discussion? Roll call vote.
Councilor Scrabble,
Yes.
Councilor Tyree,
Yes.
Councilor Quinlan,
Yes.
Councilor Scalisi,
Yes.
Mayor Sherman.
Yes. All right, that motion passes. Next, we have Stormwater Assessment RFP Award, Monty.
Okay, and so this is a project that Tyler's worked on for quite a while. He started off with a local planning grant, local capacity planning grant, I think was what it was called. And there's a little bit of money left over after he worked on his first project with that, as far as looking at conceptual designs of what could be done with the property around the east side of the golf course. And so he has some conceptual designs of what could happen there, and then with that extra money, they asked him, how would you like to spend it? So he had another thought, and that's the land or property that's around the large retention pond that we built for our stormwater off of Cambridge. It is pretty large, and we just wanted to, before we start developing land around it, to ensure that we're going to be able to utilize that for getting stormwater into, so that the other properties don't have to build their own stormwater ponds, because it'd be a waste of that property, whoever's developing. So he also received another grant, I think it was for $50,000, and so pulling that money together, what he's looking at doing is a really good, thorough design / understanding of how we could use that in different ways. So he wants to look at it from different approaches of how we could use that pond. So instead of just saying, can we put it in there, could we reshape the pond? Could we drop part of the elevations? Could we put in some smaller ponds out there in place of it? So he wanted to review that. And he had quite a few different companies that responded to his RFP on this. And so, I think there was, make sure I got this number right, 11 proposals that were sent in, and he put together a pretty good matrix on how he was going to decide on which one to select, and I believe that's in your, no, it's not in your packet. So part of his notes was that the way that he looked at all of these was he evaluated them on the basis of understanding of the project, objectives, and the challenges that he had. He also looked at the technical approach and methodology that they indicated in their packets, their firm and their team qualifications, the experience with natural system stormwater design, the responsiveness to the RFP requirements, and the proposed schedule that he had. So he did have a really nice matrix, and I tried to print it off, but it's all in different parts and pieces, so it didn't work. But the range of those were from $28,000 to $93,000. And then he's recommending that we go with WSB Engineering, and they're at $37,996 for that project. And the vast majority of this is all going to be funding that we received through I'm not sure if it's two separate grant programs or if it's the same one, but two different pots of money that he received. Some leftover funds we want to use up, and then the other one is new funds. So that's his request, is to go with the WSB Engineering.
Would it be possible to get what Tyler put together sent to us like in an email.
Oh, yeah, we could do that, sure.
Anybody have any questions? Very good. Does anybody want to make a motion?
I move we award the stormwater assessment RFP to WSB Engineering. I don't remember what the total was though.
$37,996.
$37,996.
Second.
Any discussion?
We'll get that email out this evening. I'll get it to Lorraine and she can forward it.
Thank you.
Just when I printed it, it came through all these different, the spreadsheet split all up and
No worries.
wasn't readable.
He was gonna hand it out to us and then had this pile of, like,
Something wasn't right.
didn't work. So, all right, roll call vote.
Counselor Scalise?
Yes.
Counselor Quinlan?
Yes.
Counselor Tyree?
Yes.
Counselor Spradlin?
Yes.
Mayor Sherman?
Yes. All right, that motion passes. Finance.
I move we approve disbursements and payroll for June 23rd, 2026 to July 13th, 2026, totaling $1,720,689.49.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Counselor Quinlan?
Yes.
Counselor Spradlin?
Yes.
Counselor Scalise?
Yes.
Counselor Tyree?
Yes.
Mayor Sherman?
Yes. All right, that motion passes. We'll go on to staff reports. We'll start with Chief Flecksteiner.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, Council. Nothing too major. I primarily was just seeing if there was any critiques or worries or concerns regarding the 4th of July, be it at the parade or the rodeo. I know we had a couple of bigger incidents earlier in the 4th of July, but unrelated to the activity, so it was relatively, I'd say, quiet for us, but nothing big regarding water balloons or anything. That seemed to be that wasn't a big issue this year, so thankful that nobody took it upon themselves to make that a bigger deal. Other than that, we did select, or I selected Rebecca Turner for the patrol sergeant position, so she effectively took over yesterday, so she'll start getting her new position lined up and expectations and stuff for her from there. So other than that, I'll take any questions, concerns that might have popped up that anybody has.
How is your staffing right now?
So right now, we are technically down one. With moving Rebecca to patrol, puts us at one patrol position down. Unfortunately, again, we do have two in the academy, so we're still a little bit short. Or on overall staffing, I think we're still down four for actual patrol officers, taking everybody into consideration, academy and stuff like that.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Mike Schwint, Community Services.
Just a couple things. We celebrated our Parks and Rec Week last week, and it was actually pretty well attended on everything. Thursday, which is normally our biggest event, which is mud volleyball, got lightning out, so we are rescheduling that for this Thursday night. So we will be having that over there at the campground on Thursday night. And this coming Saturday, we are taking a bus to Central City, and we do have seats available, leaving at 8:15 in the morning. And it's $30 a seat. So if anybody's interested, they can just give us a call at 842-5280 or just show up. There's still plenty of seats available. So
Cool.
that's all
And
I
what
got.
day is that?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah. July 18th. Already July 18th.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Lance. Let's see. Kim did.
I have nothing for you this evening.
Okay. Miranda.
I also have nothing to report.
Dan Crow.
I came out because I hadn't seen you guys in forever, and I've meant to bring you a card so you could get a hold of me. Congratulations, and I left it in my other briefcase, so.
Alright. We can just get his number in your phone.
Yeah.
Very good. Does anybody have anything for Dan? Well, thank you for
Good to see you,
coming.
Dan.
Yeah. We've missed you.
Short meeting.
We always know you're there, though. Monty.
All right, just a couple items. First one is the South Platte Solar Watershed Protection District permit. We've got the draft together. I think it's been sent off to Dan now, the close to final draft. I think you might have, if you haven't gotten it, it should be very soon.
Okay.
But we did have a meeting with South Platte Solar NextEra, and we went over all the conditions. Everything seemed pretty good. The only thing that they asked for was some considerations on the financial security, which we're going to work on this week, and then also the monitoring plan for the water quality and quantity out in that area. We're waiting for their actual plan to come forward at this point. If we move forward, it'll just indicate that it has to be an acceptable plan to the city, and they still have to get it to us, but at least they can move forward with their project. So that one's moving along. And then also 7 Circle Drive, Dan's still trying to track down one of the potential lien holders and see if there's some interest in working together there. That's all I have.
And I did speak with the, Mr. Siegel, this afternoon, so
Okay.
that is moving along.
Mayor and council reports. Anybody have anything?
Not really.
I thought the 4th of July went really well. So, good job, guys.
Yeah, I thought the parade was more enjoyable. The only other thing I had heard was after the parade already had gone through, was that members of the class of 81 had a float, and they were on it, and they said that they got soaked by somebody, in the streets with the garden hose from their house. I don't know if they knew them, if they were friends or not, but that was the only other thing that I heard, was that people were still using the hoses to spray people that were on the floats. But otherwise, I thought
the
it was,
most
at least
part,
there's no flying objects.
Yeah. And for the most part, there were 2 floats of businesses I will not mention, but I do have them in my brain that were spraying people just randomly, But for the most part, yeah. So,
Yeah, I made
yeah.
we made a request for again, my grandkids not to be sprayed, and
Yeah.
and the kids
No,
looked
we
at
were
the
standing in
parents
our
like
yard like this.
really,
there
and
was
then the parents
still-
were like, yeah, I guess. They weren't thrilled about it, but they complied.
Mhm.
But there was some doubt.
Yeah, yeah, and it was mostly because I had people in my yard that did not want to get sprayed, people in wheelchairs, and their kids were just spraying everybody. But overall, I'm not going to call them out on Facebook or anything. So. But yeah, for the most part, everybody was really respectful, and I thought it was
Much better.
I thought it was really good, so we appreciated that. Didn't get nailed with any water balloons, so that was good. If nobody has anything else, I would look for a motion to adjourn so we can move into our work session.
I move we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we are adjourned. Just a second, okay.
You good? It'll be pretty good.
Okay, thank you,
yeah,
guys.
I just want to let the city council know that Dale Corrick, he hasn't made any official